This footage brings us to the pitch-black corridors of what appears to be an abandoned educational facility, captured by a group of young men whose casual exploration quickly turns into a desperate flight for safety. The video starts with the group overlooking a city, the distant lights providing a stark contrast to the oppressive darkness of the building they are about to enter. As they move through the hallways, the atmosphere is heavy with the kind of silence that only exists in places meant to be full of life, but now left to decay. We see them navigating with flashlights, their voices echoing off the concrete walls as they document their surroundings. There is a sense of bravado at first, typical of urban explorers, but as they penetrate deeper into the structure, the bravado begins to slip. The layout is a maze of lockers and classrooms, a perfect environment for shadows to create illusions. However, as we are about to see, the shadows in this building aren't just illusions of light, they seem to have a physical, forceful presence that reacts directly to the group's intrusion.
Causa, tanto se demora mi viejo y mi vieja. Tan mares. Han salido, no llega a casa.
Limpiar acá adentro y no.
Tan mal. Pero rato, pero tenemos que limpiar, causa. Yo estoy solo acá, que chucha. ¿Quién me va a ayudar? O sea, huevón, pe. Acá van a quedarnos grabando, weón. Ay, ay, que está batida. Vaya, va. Horrible. Paso. Shakira, ven, Shakira. Ven, Shakira. Oye, ahora, huevón, mira.
¿Qué?
Se prendió la luz, huevón. Lucho, no seas huevón, no.
Tira ese mierda de eso.
Ya vi, huevón, no seas tarado. Oyara, Lucho, no. Oh, concha tu madre. La dos, huevón. Oh. No, qué chivolo, huevón, vamos a ver. No seas huevón, no.
The lights in the distant wing shouldn't be functional, yet they flicker with an unnatural rhythm. As the group focuses on the windows across the courtyard, they fail to notice the danger closer to home. Keep your eyes on the door directly in their path.
Oh. No, qué chivolo, huevón, vamos a ver. No seas huevón, no. No seas huevón, no.
Sara.
Oyara, no.
Puta madre, no jodas, no voy a ver yo.
Oh, vamos a ver, mierda.
Ah, puta, no seas huevón.
Oh, concha tu madre, se abrió la puerta, huevón.
No.
Oh, ya no.
The door swings open with enough force to suggest a person is standing behind it, but the room is empty. Now, the entity shifts from observation to pursuit. Watch the hallway as the group begins to run for the exit.
Oh, ya no. Oh, huevón, corre. ¿Qué chucha? ¿Qué fue eso? Oh. Corre, huevón, corre. Oh, Yara. Oh, corre. Oh, no está huevón, no, qué chucha. Oh, Yara. Oh, corre, huevón, corre. Oh.
Uy, la silla.
Oh, Lucho, me dio miedo. Oh, no prende la luz. Oh, Lucho, ven, corre. Corre, mierda. Oh, no está huevón, Lucho. ¡Corre, Lucho de mierda!
Vamos ya, huevón, tienes que ir con mierda. ¡La madre!
¡Oh, concha tu madre! ¡Oh, Lucho, corre, concha tu madre!
¿Dónde vamos?
¡Oh, concha tu madre! ¡Corre para abajo! ¡Corre para abajo, huevón! ¡Corre, concha tu madre! ¡Oh, Lucho, no está huevón, Lucho! ¡Ay, Lucho! ¡Lucho, no! ¡Lucho! ¡Lucho, corre! ¡Corre a mi casa, huevón! ¡Métete a mi casa! ¡Puta madre!
The chaos that follows is nothing short of chilling. As they flee, chairs and equipment are hurled into the hallway, appearing to be thrown from rooms they haven't even reached yet. Skeptics often point to the frantic camera movement as a way to hide collaborators pulling strings or pushing objects from behind doorframes. The darkness is a perfect cover for such staging. However, the sheer volume of activity occurring simultaneously in different parts of the hallway makes a coordinated prank difficult to execute in a single take without multiple people involved. Some argue that the sound of the objects hitting the floor is too clean, suggesting post-production Foley work. But if we look at the physics, the way the chairs tumble seems consistent with real weight and heavy impact. Is it possible this school holds on to the energy of its former students in a forceful way? Or is this a masterfully choreographed piece of cinema designed for the digital age? The panic in the boys' voices sounds authentic, particularly when they reach the safety of the street, struggling to catch their breath after such an intense escape. What do you make of this high-speed haunting? Was there someone else in that building with them, or did they disturb something that never left? I want to see your theories in the comments. This one definitely leaves a lingering chill that is hard to shake. Next, we examine a series of clips from Sylvia C., a creator whose home became a focal point for intense and debated poltergeist activity. The setting is a standard domestic kitchen, but the atmosphere is thick with a sense of dread that Sylvia documents with a mixture of fear and weariness. Unlike many caught-on-camera videos, these events happen in relatively well-lit conditions, leaving little room for the shadows to hide. We see the mundane details of daily life, dishes in the sink, laundry in the machine, and groceries on the counter, all becoming instruments of an unseen presence. Sylvia often speaks directly to the entity, treating it as an unwanted and volatile houseguest. This psychological layer adds a unique dimension to the footage, as we aren't just watching objects move, we are watching a woman's life being slowly dismantled by the unexplained. The kitchen, usually the heart of the home, has transformed into a stage for the supernatural, where the laws of physics seem to be intermittently suspended and the safety of the domestic sphere is completely compromised by these intense outbursts.
Hi guys, still activity in the kitchen. Guys, I heard things happening in the kitchen again. That cutlery's moving. I saw that tin was moving. I saw that tin move. Oh my god, that one's just moved. It's in the kitchen.
The tin moves with a distinct, sudden slide. While chilling, pay close attention to the washing machine behind Sylvia as she continues to record. It's about to demonstrate a life of its own.
Oh my god, that one's just moved. It's in the kitchen. Why are you moving things again? Oh, I better get out. Please don't move it. Please don't throw a knife. Spirit. Oh my god. Let's just shut that door. Washing machine.
The washing machine door slams shut with significant force, but the activity is shifting from the background to the foreground. Watch the green chair on the left carefully.
Let's just shut that door. Washing machine. Oh, spirit in the kitchen. What? Oh no, guys, let's just move that chair.
The chair slides as if someone just sat down. The energy in the room is peaking, and the final display of force will target the counter again. Keep your eyes on the plates.
Chair. Oh God, I'm so scared. Plates are moving in the kitchen. I'm scared to go through in case. Come upstairs in my room guys, I've just put the camera on because the kettle's went on again. I've heard things in the kitchen again. And that plate's moving again. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Why are you doing this to me?
The final crash of the plate is the most forceful act captured in this sequence. Sylvia's footage has long been a subject of intense scrutiny in the paranormal community. Skeptics argue that the movements are consistent with the use of invisible monofilament or fishing lines. The way the tin slides and the chair moves could theoretically be achieved by someone standing just out of frame, or even Sylvia herself using a cleverly hidden string. Critics also point out that the camera often follows the action just a second too perfectly, suggesting a planned sequence. On the other hand, believers point to the sheer variety of objects moved and the force behind the washing machine door as evidence of something more substantial than a simple prank. There's also the emotional toll seen on Sylvia across her many videos, which many find difficult to fake. From a technical standpoint, we have to look for reflections or tensions in the air that might betray a wire, but the low-resolution video often masks these details. Is this a sophisticated hoax born of boredom, or is Sylvia truly living in a house that wants her gone? The kitchen remains a focal point of the unexplained. What do you see when you look at these movements? Do they look mechanical to you, or is there a genuine intelligence behind them? Let's discuss it in the comments below. Our third video takes us to the rural outskirts of Japan, where a group of urban explorers from the Clip Store channel investigate an abandoned home known for its somber history. The house is a traditional structure, now filled with the remnants of its former occupants, torn curtains, scattered papers, and forgotten furniture. The explorers move with a respectful but cautious energy, their powerful flashlights cutting through the thick dust in the air. This isn't a high-speed chase, it's a slow, methodical descent into a space where time seems to have stopped. The wood creaks under their boots, and the silence is only broken by their hushed Japanese commentary as they describe the oppressive feeling of the rooms. Abandoned homes in Japan often carry a specific cultural weight, believed to house the lingering emotions of those who lived there. As they reach the upper floor, the search for the physical turns into a brush with the spectral. We are going to focus on a specific piece of furniture that serves as a bridge between the world of the living and whatever still resides in this house.
オーナー男性って言ってたでしょ。うん。これどう考えても離れってもうオーナー宅じゃない？っていう。確かにね。うん。だからちょっとお互いその見つけた部屋を調査す。何の音今の？ん？え？何の音？
どうした？どうした？もしもし？
誰？
誰？
え？え？
どうした？
誰かいますか？大ちゃんちょっと待ってね。
大丈夫？
すみません。
The anomaly in the mirror is brief but chilling, a pale reflection that shouldn't be there given the position of the explorers. Mirrors have long been considered portals in various cultures, and in an abandoned house like this, they become a focal point for investigators. Skeptics argue that with multiple people in the room, it's easy for a teammate's reflection to be caught at an odd angle, creating the illusion of a presence. However, the timing and the height of the reflection don't seem to match the movements of the person holding the camera. Others suggest it could be a simple case of pareidolia, where the brain interprets the patterns of dust and decay on the old glass as a human form. but the way the reflection seems to shift independently of the flashlight is what truly disturbs many viewers. From a technical perspective, the lighting in these abandoned homes is notoriously difficult to work with, creating layers of glare and shadow that can hide or create almost anything. Is this a genuine entity caught in its final resting place, or just an illusion of an old dusty mirror? The explorer's reaction is one of immediate concern, showing how even seasoned investigators can be caught off guard. Tell me what you see in that glass. Is it a person, or just the house creating illusions for its visitors? Your comments help us decode these mysteries, so don't be shy. Those were just the first 3 anomalies of the night. From forceful unseen hands to pale reflections, the evidence is mounting. If you're enjoying Pale Playback, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss an investigation. We release new evidence every single week. Now steel yourselves, because the next clip might be the most intense one yet. This first piece of evidence in our second segment comes to us from a TikTok user known as Devil's Gam, and it is arguably some of the most intense poltergeist activity captured in recent years. The footage, shot in what appears to be a residence in Pakistan, features a man audibly distressed, reciting prayers as he moves through a home that seems to be under siege by an unseen force. The energy in the room is thick with tension long before the first object moves, as if the very air is vibrating with a malevolent presence. We are going to examine the layout of this home, which seems standard, yet every corner holds a potential threat. Pay close attention to the stability of the camera. Despite the fear, the witness manages to document the chaos with startling clarity, giving us a front row seat to a haunting that defies conventional explanation. The initial outburst is localized to the wooden wardrobe, but as the witness retreats, the activity follows him. Watch the floor and the surrounding furniture, because what happens next suggests this isn't just a stationary haunting, but something actively pursuing.
La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, la ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, Allahu Akbar. په مرګور وګورئ ښه د شپې 1 بجې تاسو وګورئ ښه د پیریانو دی الته تاسو وګورئ ښه دا کمل راغستې دي زموږ دا کور به پیریانو په قبضه کې اغستې دي یار کو چاته دي مولا څوک سب چاته معلومي چې زموږ دا کور دم کې یاره تاسو مې ویډیو د چې تاسو له کومه کو تاسو څوک معلومي نو مونږ ته وخایې سیده مرګرو لا اله الا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس وګوره مردانو خان الله دې خیر کړي لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله یا الله خیر دو ګوره ښه یا الله خیر دا چې زراله مې دو ګور دغه حرکت شروع کو دو ګوره ښه قل اعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس اله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس مرګرو ګوره ښه یا الله خیر یا الله خیر یا الله خیر دو ګوره ښه رڼا ما خامې دی ښه رڼا د لا دا سو ګوره سوګې لگا سوگی یا اللہ خیر سوگی سوگی لگا یا اللہ خیر دو گورے یا اللہ خیر یا اللہ خیر سوگی لگا یا اللہ خیر دو گورے یا اللہ خیر یا اللہ خیر بسم اللہ اللہ سوگی لگا سوگی سوگی لگا یا اللہ خیر دو گورے مر گورے یا اللہ خیر یا اللہ خیر یا اللہ خیر دو گورے یا اللہ خیر قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر دوغوري أنا ما خير يا الله خير.
The sheer scale of movement here is staggering. From heavy beds lifting off the ground to garden tools sliding across the porch, the physical force required would be immense. Paranormal researchers might suggest a high-level entity given the religious context of the witness's prayers. However, skeptics are quick to point out the possibility of practical effects. Fishing lines or hidden wires could theoretically be used to pull the wardrobe doors or the rake, though the weight of the beds makes this a difficult feat to pull off solo. We also have to consider the audio. The slams are perfectly synced with the movement, which could point to high production value or a genuine physical impact. The way the rake pivots at the end is particularly curious, as it seems to have a weight of its own. Is this a sophisticated hoax designed for viral fame, or have we just witnessed a household under genuine supernatural encounter? The witness's fear sounds authentic, but in the digital age, performance is everything. What do you make of the forceful nature of these events? Drop a comment below and let's discuss if this is clever stagecraft or a true nightmare caught on tape. Our next investigation takes us to the eerie, empty corridors of a hotel under renovation, documented by a worker who goes by the handle Dason Nights Out. Hotel hallways have a unique way of feeling liminal and unsettling when empty, but when the building is officially closed to the public, every sound becomes magnified. The uploader explains that he is one of the only people on site, yet he is plagued by sounds that suggest he is far from alone. We see him navigating through identical white doors and gray carpets, a labyrinth that seems to echo with the phantom footsteps of former guests. The lighting is harsh and clinical, leaving very few places for a person to hide, which makes the upcoming audio anomalies even more difficult to rationalize. As he approaches a specific room that isn't even currently for rent, the atmosphere shifts from merely creepy to actively imposing. Listen closely to the cadence of the sounds. They don't mimic the random settling of a building, but rather the intentional actions of an intelligent presence.
I don't quite hear anything yet.
The knocking is clear and rhythmic, coming from behind a door that should be vacant. The worker decides to investigate the stairwell next, where the acoustics change and the potential for a physical encounter increases. Keep a sharp eye on the railings.
It's not quite what I heard before. There's not anyone up here. The owner, like I said, he's not even renting this room. Oh, hell no. Okay, so I'm still, same day. Well, next night, but I don't remember where. I don't see anything. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Well, this is my job. See, rooms aren't even ready yet. You know, I don't like this job that much anyway. Yeah, we're not dealing with any of that. He can fire me, I don't care. Not going to do this today. Okay, so I was hearing something. I was sitting behind the desk. No, do we have no one here on the second floor? Or even the third, because it's still closed? Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay down. Yeah, I'm good. Okay, so I'm sitting here behind the desk, and it's been quiet up till now, but I just heard something. So of course, since I'm responsible here for tonight, I have to go and figure out what exactly it was. I just literally heard something like, and I immediately turned on the hell? Okay, so that wasn't there before, but okay. Oh my. Okay, let's not. You know what?
The most chilling moment occurs in the stairwell when a heavy metal security gate or railing appears to slam down with heavy force. Skeptics often point to internal building pressure or HVAC systems as culprits for moving doors and strange sounds in hotels, but the mechanical nature of that final slam is hard to ignore. Others suggest that a second person, perhaps a coworker playing a prank, could be just out of sight, operating the door handles or dropping the railing. However, the uploader maintains he was alone, and the sheer timing of the bathroom knocks in response to his presence is unnerving. From a technical standpoint, the audio is crisp, and there's no obvious sign of digital manipulation or faked Foley work. If this is a prank, it's a dedicated one requiring someone to hide in cramped, unfinished rooms for hours. If it's real, then this hotel might be housing something that doesn't want to be disturbed during its renovation. Do you believe this is just a case of an empty building creating illusions for the mind? Or is there something more substantial lurking in those unfinished rooms? Tell me your thoughts. This next video takes us back to the classic era of YouTube paranormal vlogs with a creator named Julian. He starts his recording after noticing strange activity in his basement while trying to enjoy a gaming session. Basements are notorious for their oppressive atmosphere, often attributed to electromagnetic fields or poor ventilation, but Julian's experience goes beyond simple feelings. He is a self-proclaimed skeptic, which makes his visible escalation of fear feel much more grounded. The basement is unfinished, with exposed wood and insulation, providing a raw and gritty backdrop for the events to follow. As he descends the stairs, camera in hand, he explains that he is the only one home, a claim that will be put to the test in just a few moments. The lighting in the basement is temperamental, creating deep shadows that Julian's flashlight barely penetrates. Pay close attention to the background furniture, specifically the chairs and tables, as the physical environment begins to react to Julian's presence.
This is Julian documenting something that's happened today. I've just came downstairs from studying and drawing all day. No one else has been home, and I just decided to go down and play Zelda in my basement because that's where my Wii is. And when I opened the door, the lights were on and no one else has been home. So I'm going to record this if anything happens. I'm going to change it so you can see what I see right now. So this is going downstairs. We're going to see if we can see anything. Oh my god. Light just turned off. Let's see if any. You know what? That was probably just some electrical thing. I gotta go to the light switch. There's only one light switch. It's right here. The bottom of the basement. So I don't see anything over here. Oh my god.
The chair doesn't just vibrate, it slides with intent across the floor. Julian's reaction is one of genuine shock, and as he retreats back to the safety of the upper floor, the entity has one final message. Watch the door.
Oh my god. That chair just moved. I'm documenting this. I don't know how that could happen. I'm a skeptic on this whole subject, so I have no reason. I don't know how to explain that. But I just know I'm going upstairs. What? No. If there's anything here, I just command you to shut the door. Oh my god.
That final door slam is incredibly forceful, occurring exactly after Julian issues a verbal command. Skeptics often look for strings in these types of basement poltergeist videos, especially with chairs that move on smooth concrete floors. However, the path the chair takes doesn't seem to follow a straight line that a single string would provide. Julian's skeptic persona is a common trope in paranormal content, used to build credibility, but his shaky hands and rapid breathing suggest a real physiological response to stress. Is it possible that the basement holds a residual energy that Julian accidentally triggered? The sheer timing of the door slamming shut as he runs upstairs is a classic horror element, yet here it plays out in a stark, unedited vlog. The sound echoes perfectly without any obvious audio manipulation. Does this raw footage convince you, or do you see the invisible strings behind the act? Share your analysis in the comments, because this basement certainly hides more than just old boxes. We are moving deeper into the unknown tonight, from the imposing presence in an empty hotel to forceful entities in ordinary basements. The evidence continues to push the boundaries of what we understand. If you're finding these cases as gripping as I am, make sure to subscribe to Pale Playback. We dive into the most disturbing viral evidence every single week. Now, prepare for our final anomaly. Our final video comes from TikTok user BunnySquid95, and it presents a fascinating intersection between the paranormal and modern mobile filters. The uploader begins by documenting strange sounds in her kitchen at midnight, a time when the house should be silent. She is using a filter known as the reality ripple effect, which is designed to track movement and leave a heat map-like trail. While intended for fun, many in the paranormal community believe these AR filters can inadvertently detect changes in the environment that the human eye misses. Watch the trails the filter leaves. They shouldn't trigger without significant movement, yet they appear to follow something invisible that is pacing through the room.
Hey guys, it's 12 o'clock in the morning, and I heard some weird noises. Jesus Christ, oh my god. Okay, so I just got up to turn the light on, and there's still, okay, and yeah, okay, yeah, there's still weird shit happening. Okay, goodbye. Hi guys, I had just gotten up to show everybody that my fan is just a regular oscillating fan. It's not anything that would be able to move. A ceramic cup, as you can see now. And then I started hearing some noises, so I was going to just record.
The cup being thrown is a clear physical act, but the activity doesn't stop there. As she moves toward the laundry area, the filter begins to catch something standing right by the door. Watch the colors shift as a silhouette forms.
Just record and see what happened. Okay, so you can see a lot of the activity is centered mostly in my kitchen. It's probably not a coincidence. I'll show you guys the garage sometime. It's directly below the kitchen, but yeah, a lot of weird stuff happens down there too. Okay, so I'm gonna give it a shot. Oh, that's just the outline of the paper towel and the water bottle. Oh, okay. Are we in the chair then? Is that what I'm supposed to see? Hello? Oh, okay. Hey guys, here's something a little abnormal for you. It's currently 12:35 in the afternoon. It's daylight out. I was hearing noises, so I wanted to turn on the reality ripple effect. But it's gonna make me get up, isn't it? Okay. Oh. Okay. So this has never happened before. Middle of the day, but okay. I'm just gonna go back to my room now. Oh, okay. I was just trying to chill. Oh, Jesus, for a little while.
The combination of physical poltergeist activity and the AR filter results is incredibly compelling. Skeptics argue that AR filters are prone to ghosting, where the software misinterprets static objects as moving subjects due to low light or sensor noise. This could explain the colorful trails, but it doesn't explain the cup flying or the laundry door slamming shut with such force. Then there is the disembodied voice. It sounds distinct from the uploader and appears to respond directly to the environment. Could it be a residual energy, or is it something more sentient? The use of modern technology to capture these ancient fears adds a whole new layer to our investigation. What are your thoughts on AR filters detecting the unseen? Do you trust the digital lens, or is it just a glitch in the software? This footage forces us to question the tools we use to perceive reality. I'd love to read your breakdown of this incident in the comments. Tonight has been a journey through the many faces of the paranormal. We've seen intense poltergeist activity from Pakistan to the UK, clinical hauntings in empty hotels, and the intersection of modern technology and ancient fears in the kitchen of Bunny Squid 95. Each piece of evidence we've reviewed tonight for Pale Playback serves as a reminder that we are far from understanding the true nature of our reality. I want to thank you for joining me on this forensic deep dive. Your theories in the comments are the heartbeat of this channel. Which anomaly tonight felt the most real to you? Join our growing community of investigators as we continue to hunt for the truth every single week. This is Pale Playback signing off for the night. Stay curious.